welcome back. So today we are working on the Losi again. Went ahead and ordered up some parts. I have Game Changer's fan put onto an arrma heatsink, and this is off arrma's 8S line, and I modify them by basically taking adjustable wrench, opening it up, and you can also do it on the other side. You have to basically open up both sides. You can't just stick it on one end and bend it open, or this curve won't match the motor properly. So I've already opened it up. It doesn't take much pressure. If you open it too far, just squeeze it closed. We're not going to be running the clip that's on the back side. And then I put 2 screws in it. You do have to buy screws because the screws you take out don't work. Now they are an M4 screw, 0.7, and then you'll need buy 35 millimeters. These are 25s and these are too short, so you need 35 millimeters. And then I'm going to put a Game Changer regulator in, soldered off the ESC to run the fan. The factory fan seems to be working on top of the ESC, but if this fan fails, which they do, the blades break off, it happens a lot, then we'll replace this with a Game Changer fan as well, which is really going to stick out of the lid. So hopefully this will last a little while. It looks like I said, that they shimmed up the lid, so the lid's not hitting the blades anymore. Hopefully on impacts that'll solve the issue. I'm not sure, but I designed this to work like factory, to where we can flip the mount out of the way and we can service stuff here. So, and then the fan is just going to clip on like that. It's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. I am going to tilt it up a little bit because the body locking system locks into here. So I don't know if it needs to be down, but hopefully we have enough room for the body locking system. If not, I'll tilt it way up and we'll do it that way. So we're going to click this back on. And then 2 big screws. Then our ESC is mounted back down. So like I've said before, everybody always asks me, what heat sinks do I use? I use the arrma 8S line heat sinks for the Coke can motors. They seem to work really good. I usually carry one in the package so I can give you a part number, but I don't have one, not in the package. This is probably a takeoff one. And I reuse the fan cover from the arrma fan as well, so that seems to give me pretty good protection. You can use, these are the Goliath fans from Game Changer, and you can use his screen. I just throw the factory screen back on it and do it that way. I was going to use the orange to match the orange Fox, but I don't know. And then there is a bracket on the other side. When I flip this thing around, And then I'll show you how this fan works. So that's going to provide a lot of air. I can feel it flowing all around this. So that's going to give us some good airflow without it being too noisy. It's just a large size fan, so it moves a lot of air. And then I'll end up, I zip tied these wires here. I'll probably end up zip tying the fan wire right onto there, depending on where I mount the regulator. So we're going to get this thing flipped around. All right, I got it flipped around. So here are my battery leads. I'm going to probably remove this post to give me more room for a battery, I think. Not sure yet. Then I'll probably lock the wires into that bracket. These two wires into that bracket in the back and do it that way. There's a big bracket here, a small one here, and a small one there. They were hooked into the two small ones. I'm hoping that I can get two wires into that one. If I can't, then I'll have to keep this bracket here and I'll put it back there. So we'll see. I mean, it might be better to lock them into this. I don't know. But we'll take a look. Meanwhile, I need to leave them loose because I'm going to cut in right here, right to the base, and I'm going to solder in Game Changer's regulator. If you guys haven't checked out the regulator, it's something that just makes things convenient, because this regulator will run from 3S all the way to 8S without making any corrections. And all you do is go positive to negative, mount your regulator down someplace, which I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. Right where my switch is normally where I would put it. And then it'll plug right into the fan. So I might just have to put it up here on this. Well, I want to keep it with the, I might have to pull this switch off, put this here and put the switch on top of it or something. I don't know. I mean, I can go to the back. If I go to the back, yeah, I'll probably go to the back. Go like this. Positive and negative. And then everything's retained on the plate so that, yeah, that should be good right there. Don't want to attach it to the heat sink. I want to attach it to the plastic on the housing up there. So let's get some Velcro out. And yeah. About there. And then we're going to cut this in half. Stick them together. We're going to attach it up here as low as I can. plug the fan. Well, that don't make no sense. Why do we have the same end on the regulator as we do the fan? How is it supposed to plug into each other? That makes no sense. Well, I'm going to call Game Changer and find out why his regulator doesn't plug into the fan. We'll be right back. All right. So, like I said, we got to get these soldered onto here, but we're going to get the right adapter from Game Changer for this fan to regulator. But meanwhile, while I've been dealing with all of that stuff, we had our order show up for the dual steering servo. So we ordered another factory servo, part number SPM S906. And then we have dual servo steering links for the DBXLE 2.0. So this will come with the arms and the links, part number LOS 351014. So while we're waiting for this adapter to come in for this fan, we're going to go ahead and I guess install this stuff. Since I've got part of the steering already linked up. So let me get it flipped back around the other way, and then we're going to start working on that stuff. All right, so here is what I had going on. I mocked up a steering servo that I pulled off my other DBXLE, and I have a couple of arrma short servos, but I know this is the one that I had replaced off one of my Losis. Can't remember which one, but I had replaced one, so it was the closest number to what I had. It was a 901 and I needed a 906, and since I want them the same, I just use this one up for mock-up because this has different teeth on it compared to what I need. I don't know if I have another screw for this either. So we're going to take that off. We're going to get the steering servo, which matches the part number that's in this factory, which is an SPM S906. All these were purchased through Horizon Hobby and came in 2 days. Steering is all lined up the way I wanted it to be, but I just need, I think, a little bit more power to get better steering. At least that's what I'm hoping. And I'm assuming that's why they offer this dual steering servo. Now I'm hoping that I don't need an external BEC to drive these two. So, and the splitter I have here goes into channel 1, which is your steering, and splits it off. This is from Traxxas, and this is for a eRevo. So I have those in stock, so I'm using that adapter, and we're linking them together. Now I have it on the outside of the box right now, just for testing purposes. And then, next thing we're going to do is open up the dual servo steering link kit. because in that kit, and it's funny, it doesn't give me another servo bolt. Neither did the servo. So I'm going to have to find another servo bolt, but hopefully both of these arms work on this thing now. So I imagine they go out like that. And then I'm going to have to power this thing up. So let me plug in these batteries on our remote. I'm going to turn this on. So I'm doing that to center my steering. Servos. Let me center my steering. Make this 0. So that's 0. That's a lot. Well, let me get this stuff off of here. Actually, I could just take it off from over here. So I don't really want to push down on those. I guess the other link goes on top. And it looks like bolts should go through there, but the kit doesn't give you any bolts to run sideways through there. So I'm going to try to find some hardware. I'll be right back. All right. found a bolt for an extra bolt for one of the servos. And then found a bolt to lock it down this way too on each one of these. It should have come with this hardware, but it didn't. So now tightening those down, and then I set my travel so that they're not humming. So right now this is going left, you hear at 99 it's humming, 97 it's not, 91 it's humming, setting my endpoints. See, there's a lot more travel to the right than there is to the left. And that's what it had before. Oh, I see. This arm's picking up. There we go. I was hitting a tire is what I was doing. There we go. And no humming in the center. Let me back out of this. So hopefully that gives me more steering when it's on the ground under load. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. And that should get rid of me having to hit the brakes and stuff to get it to turn with two steering servos. So I've only got 2 bolts in each of these, so I'm gonna find more hardware and secure those down and then get this inside the box. So we need to get this antenna out of here so that, oh, maybe not. So let me turn this off. So I need to feed both of these wires in. There we go. Black to black. Black to black. And we got to tuck all of this in here somehow. Here it is. And get our antenna grip screw put back on there. There we go. Get my remote turned off. So we got the dual steering hooked up now. And then next thing I'm going to work on is the game changer fan to the regulator. So this has to go here to here. So I spoke to Game Changer on that. He's going to send out some sort of adapter to make this work to this fan. But there we go. Slowly but surely, next thing I'm going to do is solder up the voltage regulator to the ESC, and then get these wires tied down, and then we're going to go out and test it. But there you go, dual steering servo set up. And then I did pick up 48 tooth spur gear, LOS 252061. It's got a 50 tooth on it. This is a 48. And then picked up a 17 tooth pinion to see if we can gear this thing up and see if we can get a little bit more speed out of it. But there we go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. That's the dual steering servo setup for the DBXLE, and we'll give it a shot. We'll see if that makes my steering any faster. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.